Well, so we're back. We have to do the newspapers, and we have a couple of them, actually many of them this morning.
Yeah,
well,
except that we have to squeeze them through because of time. Let's do the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page of the Graphic, Motorway loses shine. Slums, illegal U-turns, reduce road to streets. And we have to big up the Daily Graphic newspaper because they put a spotlight on my road, for instance, the Accra Sawam Highway, which has turned to the same situation, really. So unauthorized settlement and slums along the Accra-Tema motorway, coupled with the creation of illegal U-turns, have become a source of concern to motorists who ply the 19-kilometer highway. Graphic putting the spotlight on the situation. On the front page of the paper, you see a tanker driver turning at the median of the motorway towards Tema. Picture by Samuel Tay Adano. You can read on. Insolvent microfinance companies to face courts institute measures against organized crime and conflicts. That's a call by the Norwegian Premier. In the center spread of the Daily Graphic newspaper, there's a regional focus on the Setre Kumewu Assembly leveraging on agribusiness. But here's what's on the back page of the paper today. Special competition, Tier 2, round of 16. Unistar make Hearts pay the penalty. Also, Mediama Kotoko reach quarter-finals. That's on the back page of the paper. Let's follow that up with the Finder newspaper. Okay, let's do the Finder newspaper next. Front page, nearly 1.2 million depositors, 1 billion Ghana cedis rescued. So this is on the closure of the 386 microfinance and micro credit companies. It says nearly 1.2 million depositors and 1 billion Ghana cedis rescued. Ekufuado's policies are improving the lives of our people, according to Upper West Chiefs. GRA gets 3 new commissioners. Tobacco smoking kills 75 men in Ghana every week. 75 men in Ghana. Scary. Every week. That's the statistics details in the Finder today. Let's do the Ghanaian Observer newspaper. Front page of the Ghanaian Observer. Kufuado case Etiwa bauxite mining, says wildlife stock not endangered. Kufuado's policies improving our lives. Upper West Chiefs. That same story in the Finder, finding its way also in the Ghanaian Observer today. Court stops NDC's limited voter registration demo. Kede crowns new chief as Osaberima Asari. Trade a second swears to Ochihene. Otumfor Lottery Game Committee presents reports. There you have it. Stories making the front page headline, the Ghanaian Observer newspaper. I'll let you continue, Roland.
So let me just do the Ghanaian Times. It has a number of stories there. Some of them just too bad if you have to look at what the contents are. On the front page, we have baby, 4 others dying, Takrady floods, and while we're having all the concerns being raised about continuous flooding in Accra, elsewhere in Takrady, we had those flooding situations as well. And if you get to watch some of the videos, just as bad as we found in Accra. Big shake-up at the Ghana Revenue Authority. We have trial census kicks off in 3 regions, and this is just a prelude to the main census. That will be taking place in 2020. We tend to do that every 10 years as it is a national census. Man detained in Ho Hospital. This one is also as difficult to take as possible for 5 months for non-payment of bills. And the gentleman, Appellate Appel 29, was detained at the Trafalgar Hospital for the past 5 months. Now we call it, Ho Teaching Hospital. Sorry, still old school. And apparently he had been unable to settle a bill of some 8,081 Ghana cedis. That's as bad. But the Bank of Ghana, though, if you look at the center spread of the Ghanaian Times, has moved to complete the revocation of microfinance firms, and as a result, they've appointed Eric Nana Nipa, director of PricewaterhouseCoopers, as receiver to wind up for the operations of the 386 microfinance companies that are currently involved in all this. So, center spread of the Ghanaian Times it is. On the back page, wasteful hearts bundled out. Kotoko qualifying for next stage, and we know it's all about sports. But again, after the Champions League win by Liverpool over Tottenham, we all have to prep our minds for the African Cup of Nations. It's going to take place in Egypt. And Egypt is a fine country, I can tell you. And we'll be supporting our black side. We know we don't have too good a team, but what can we do? We have the Daily Guide. Daily Guide has on the front page, shake up a GRA Colonel Damwa heads customs. Trouble over Ghana beyond a design. And we know that there's since been an apology because some of the inserted pictures apparently were of some edifices or structures not from Ghana. And I know Kenya has been cited as well. There's something about Kenya when it comes to us misplacing all the things about weddings and not getting, titles right, and now pictures. On the back page of the Daily Guide, and I'm sure Benedict will be telling us about later, this one was a shocker, Mama V. Ruiz shocks Anthony Joshua. You know Anthony Joshua? The British heavyweight champion.
But he made more money, didn't he?
Well, he was a champion going to the match, and the gentleman, with a lot of flesh and belly fat and all that, but Charlie was strong with his great tattoos on the day as well. It was a shocker. And on the on that count, in the 7th round, Anthony Joshua, somebody I thought could win when that fight was put together with Wilder. And definitely. It also shows that our lead producer, Derek Ekosam, has some great future ahead of him as well. He's a strong man. Charlie, forget about your weight. And now we have the Daily State. Let me do the statement before you do this one. Justice Ajakuma, he's passed on. 1979, he was born and passed on in 2019. And you know him when he lost his eye in that altercation, or that encounter between the Let My Vote Count protesters and the Ghana Police Service. Within the period of the NDC being in power. We also have Ghana Revenue Authority reassigning 3 top commissioners also coming in. And no more North versus South. Government is fighting to bridge the poverty gap, says Dr. Mahmoud Bamia. He's up north. We brought you the latest. We'll bring you more again from Martina Bugri.
Let's finish off with the last newspaper. That's the Daily Dispatch. And then we will go to myjoyonline.com. Front page of the Daily Dispatch, senior doctor on childless marriages. 50% of Ghanaian men cannot impregnate women. And this is coming from the Joy Business, Health and Wellness trade show. And this has been one of the biggest talking points, really, from the conversation last Friday at the National Theatre. 50% of Ghanaian men cannot impregnate women. Hello, is anybody hearing me? Okay, also on the front page. Alex Mould takes on government over 200 billion Ghana cedis loans. Double track system to be abolished in 350 senior high schools. Bank of Ghana revokes licenses of 396 microcredit companies, leaving only 31. Details of that in today's dispatch as well. We should get Dr. Matthew Yamuachi on the show maybe sometime this
50% of men.
Yeah. What are you? Can you identify with this figure, because you keep re-echoing that?
Yeah, the thing is that over the last 10 years since I gave birth to my lad, I've not been able to impregnate my wife. It's a big concern for me. So I don't know whether I fall in that category. But I already have two kids, so that's okay for.
Why are you justifying like you? Has somebody on the spotlight? Let's do myjoyonline.com.
50%.
Did you just
50%
return today?
Yeah, I just returned.
Okay, all right.
50%. Vim. Yazoo.
Okay, so that's it for the hardcore newspapers that we have for you. We'll try and check out what's on myjoyonline.com. There you have it. That's myjoyonline.com, Roland.
Could you ask him? He has a boy. Yeah. He hasn't had lately. So, this current statistic. But we have myjoyonline.com. Let's move on. Upper West region, and we have Burkinabe caught with loaded gun at crowded Catholic house. Should be worried. They're saying that if you know that your neighbor's beard is on fire, you have to fetch water, put beside yourself. You just have to wait and see whether anything can happen. Ibra epistle. We have Charlotte Osei, befuddled Ghanaians. Abura. Okay, so we have debt to GDP, not best approach to measure debt levels. Alex Mould, who's a former chief executive for the GNPC. License revocation, receiver to finish assessment of companies in 10 days. And we know that the company's number, 386 microfinance companies. Some of them are in my community, Ashaiman.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. Lucy Quisk, congratulations to her, as I read this, appointed managing director at Morgan Stanley. International business leader Lucy Quisk has been appointed as a managing director and head of change leadership at Morgan Stanley. You could
from the normalization to Morgan Stanley. That's nice.
She's big. Congratulations to you. We have 32 companies honored at the Ghana Manufacturing Awards. That's a good thing. We have aviation industry also surprised, disappointed at SAA CEO's resignation in the meantime. Now with South African Airways. Ban donations to street children burgers, the Kampala example. And please, you just have to take a look at this story. And you go up, go up, go up, go up. Let's go up, let's go up, let's go up. We have e-payment firm in Sano unveiled fraud management center. Can see my good friend Kofi Wusu in there. Okay, right. So we have all the issues about flooding, and the latest we got was that Takrady was also much involved in the thick of affairs. But we'll be telling you about the weather. We all have to be wary about the weather. Each morning we have to take a look at it. Mamavi, we have some of the best weather
forecasts. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So here we go. And these days we don't have to take it for granted. So we have to study it carefully and then take the necessary precautions. Okay. So most parts of the country will experience partly cloudy conditions this morning. You see it on your screen in a bit. Okay. There you go. Becoming sunny as the day progresses, according to the Meteorological Agency. Some places along the coast, forests and high grounds are expected to experience misty and fog patches this morning. Thunderstorms and rains are expected over the middle and the coastal sectors of the country this afternoon into the evening. The north will experience isolated thunderstorm with rains from the evening into the night. So you can check out the temperatures as we have it on the screen, and then be cautious. Okay, all right. And just before we make way for sports, we have to say a big congratulations to Liverpool. Well, you know, if they had not won, it would have been a different story this morning. But they did win. And no matter how I feel about that, I still have to say congratulations to. Yeah, so big Liverpool. Now they want to tie down their manager. His contract ends in 2020. They want to even extend it further after the Champions League win. But somebody did say that Liverpool won, but Charlie, the place was quiet. Like, yeah. And was the final boring? I thought it was.
Yeah, I think finals are always not exciting, apart from a couple that you find when Barcelona is involved. And then I think the last two editions when we had Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid was very good, because it was 3-0 dropping of Atletico Madrid.
But this one, I didn't really feel it cry.
I
didn't.
And in English football, when it comes to such stages, they're always cautious, aren't they?
Yeah. Okay. But big ups to Liverpool and all the Liverpool fans watching right now. Especially to you. You know who you are.
Well, so that will make way for sports. And Benedict Owusu is ready with the latest sports update. But we also have to inform you, when it comes to all the best news right here on Joy News and Joy News Sports, on the African Cup of Nations that will be taking place in Egypt. And look, Egypt is fine. It's a fine country.
Are you on some special campaign for Egypt?
Yeah.
Or you're just trying to remember some of the things that you did?
Yeah, I want to.
Unfinished business in Egypt?
No.
You want to go and finish
it? Be Arabic country. If you do anything, why are you? So please stay with us and we'll bring you the latest sports headlines.